When I post a video, I always read all the comments. And no, I do not delete some of them. In the 6 years plus I'm doing YouTube, I deleted 2 comments that were absolutely disrespectful towards other people. That's all. Now I'm telling you this because several times in the comments there are very good ideas. Like for example, when I posted this video where I do a cold start of my old tractor, I explained that it's always a very difficult start because of the system of preheat. In this machine there are these kind of glow plugs and they work at 0.9 volts. And because it's a 2-cylinder, of course, there are 2 of them. It means that the preheat system itself works at only 1.8 volts. And all the rest of the energy is lost in resistors. And that's where several of you had a good idea. They said, why don't you make sleeves? The outer dimensions, of course, of the original one, and then bore it out and install modern glow plugs like these that works on 12 volt. And I think that is a brilliant idea, so thank you very much for pointing that out. So today's project is making 2 sleeves. External, of course, is gonna fit in the cylinder head, and inside this sleeve is gonna fit this thing. But first, just for fun, let's give this thing a try. I installed here my old battery charger. This thing is a piece of junk, but it can charge batteries, so that's good. And I installed it on its side so you can see the amp meter. It goes from 0 to 6. This one positive, this one negative. Let's see what happens. Smoke. It's drawing more than 6 amps and that's why the protection kicks in. But the thing is getting hot. Look at this. Yes, it works! I already made a bizarre looking sketch here on my blackboard. And this side is the outer dimensions and this side are the inner dimensions. And I also made a little test piece that doesn't work. In these things there are no seals or no gaskets or nothing. It's the taper that is the sealing surface, and of course cutting an outside taper at the right angle, no problem. But inside this little rim here is 45 degrees, and of course I don't have a 45 degrees cutting tool that can go in here. So my first idea was to use just a regular drill bit and then grind it at 45 degrees and drill it out very carefully. And that's where the thing grips and pulls my whole part out of center. And so my surface inside was completely ruined. Happens. And the second bozo is of course also that when I cut the thread in here, it starts more or less well and then it binds because it's not the right thread. So, and now make the real thing 2 times, of course, out of a piece of railroad rust. But there's so much rust on it, first I will clean it up a bit. Right, this will be much better. I will use my practice part here as a template, and also of course at the same time the plan I have on the blackboard. There's a weird looking thing here in this steel. I hope it's okay. First dimensions: diameter 24, total length 46, and here we have 30 something. Let's do this. As you can see, I switched cutting tools because the other one gave me a not good finish, and this one is a bit better. These, when I let them work, they give a very nice finish. This was a finishing pass with a not good finish, but we have 24 spot on. Right. Next dimension is of course this one, 40 millimeters, and the external here is 17.8. Much better finish. Much better. Looks like my insert is getting tired here, but it still works. $17.8, spot on, that's good. Next step is this 10mm diameter here that I forgot to record, but I suppose you've got the point. Now this part here of course is gonna have the thread, but not over the whole length. So I'm gonna cut a relief and we start here at 0. Man, it's difficult to measure. 24. The thread starts at 24mm. So I'm gonna relieve this part and then a little part here at the end, of course. Before I cut this, I think I'm gonna switch tools, because here I need I think 45 degrees angle, and here of course I need more or less 60 degrees to start the thread. Very slight change of plans here. Now I have this tool in here, of course it makes way more sense to cut first the thread leaf on this side, and then I will switch tools and do the other one. That will work. This little setup is not gonna work, because when I come with my tool over here, not even far enough, this one and also this corner here is gonna touch the chuck. That's not good. Right, let's find something else. Okay, I think I've got it. This one will work much better. I need to go to 15.4. Of course, this thread leaf is now at 30 degrees and not 60, but it will work. A bit too small. That's okay. A little bit more. Good. Let's cut threads. And this should be it. Perfect. For the moment I'm out here under my carport, where of course my tractor is located, just to do a little test fit. I have to cut it off first because this fuel line is in the way. Perfect. So far, so good. The goal is now, of course, to make this thing fit in here. Let's go for it. Good. $29. That's good. To make this 45-degree taper here, I'm not gonna use this drill bit to finish it, but I'm gonna pre-drill. This diameter is 11 millimeters and this is an 11 millimeter drill bit. And to finish it off, I will use this chamfering thing. This diameter is a little bit bigger, but it will work normally. That looks good. I think this will work just fine. The thread I had to cut in here is a 10 by 1.25. Now the normal everyday balls, they are 10 and 1.5. That of course I have. I also have a 10 by 1, but 1.25 I don't, and that's why I made it single point threading, and as you can see it works very well. It's just that it takes a bit longer, that's all. Of course I didn't show much of this internal thread cutting because there's nothing to see. I can see it, I only watch the dials, so... But okay, all that's left to do now is cut a hex on this thing. So break out dividing head. Et voila! Two brand new glow plug sleeves things. Right, I think the only way to find out if they really work is to install them in a tractor and see what happens. But to make it a bit easier to work, I think it will be better if I first pull it out of here. As you can see, between the wall and the tractor, there's not much place. No glow plugs, so no compression. Much easier to turn. The glow plugs are installed and connected. I took this electrical panel apart to, of course, short circuit the resistor that's in here. And now all that's left to do is to try. And I promise you, I did not try before. So this is the very first time. Let's do this. Connect battery, of course. Unbelievable the difference it makes. This engine is now cold because this morning it was still a little bit freezing. Let's do it again. Success!